Welcome back to my canal. If you watched my previous video, you know I bought this third-party RX-93 NU fighter, and I paid only £7 or £8. That's about $10. I noticed that these parts here, instead of coming in black, or they come in a sort of a grayish blue. I don't know if it's the original or not, but it seems to me a little bit dull. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna paint all these parts in this color. I'm gonna paint them, spray paint them in Arctic blue from metallic from Vallejo, and hopefully it's gonna be a stunning result. Now, I don't have the time or the patience to prepare every single piece of plastic and put it on a alligator stick and sand it and paint it and dry it and adjust it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna first of all wash these two sprues of this color in soapy water and dry them up, and then I'm gonna prime them on the sprue in gloss black. I found a gloss black, brand new gloss black primer from Vallejo as a base for metallic colors, and then spray paint them on top with Arctic blue. Of course, when I cut them, when I separate them from the sprue, there's gonna be a little bit nibs, cut marks, but I rather do a tiny adjustment on there and go with a tiny brush and do a little adjustment, then going through the effort of the logistics and the stress of doing it all together, and hopefully it's gonna work. And this, if this system works, give me a decent results on this. There's a HG, a high grade. I may try and implement it on a master grade, because I bought two nice limited edition master grade recently, where I'm gonna keep a surprise for the future videos. And I got them in, and on my at the Comic Con in London. You can see the video on that. Of course, they don't show it. I don't show the master grades in there. But yeah, wish me luck. So I'm gonna go and wash these pieces, dry them up, and then start them priming them. I'll see you very soon. I washed my dark pieces right after the dehydrator, all nice and dry. The good thing is that they're all on the side, all the part is supposed to be painted, and most of the back is the part that clips in, so it's going to be easy to paint mostly on that side, apart from the feet. The feet is going to be on the other side a little bit, but I'm quite confident with it. I'm going to do it's the first time I'm using this gloss primer from Vallejo. I'm still going to use my Vallejo recipe, Vallejo, which is going to be hopefully consistent with the brand. I'm gonna do 25% of thinner, 25% flow improver, and then 50% of, I'll show you a bit. I'll show you much really. I'll show you a little bit more. 50% of paint. So it goes. See if we get sexy legs. If we have sexy legs, we're good to go. If we need it thicker, get it thicker. It looks okay to me. It looks okay. Consistency of milk, they say, and there's a licorice milk. So we're gonna go down that route. Okay, let's put the bottles aside. Closed. I'm gonna spray the first one without a mask. starting without a mask, and then once I show you what we're doing, I'm gonna pause the spray and just light satin prime like Amazon, and after that I spray a little bit, and then I may just pause it to put a mask on. Let's see what we got. Yeah, you know the drill. Well, anyway, I'm not getting silicosis. I'm gonna put a mask on and finish painting this one. I got these 2 sprues and then just one on a stick, and then I paint them, and then I put them in the dehydrator. I'll show you the end result. See you in half a second. So here we are back at the painting station, and that's the pieces that just came back from the dehydrator with a nice gloss polish prime in black. And now we're gonna do Arctic blue on top. Same again, 25%, 50%. See how it goes. I'm gonna start spraying, and then I'm gonna put a mask on and finish spraying off camera. So let's prepare our poison. Here it is. Here there. And a bit like this. Oh, I thought I had the metal balls inside. Well, I haven't. Probably I never used this card before. That's going to be a new experience. Let's see. Yeah, let's try it like that. I think it's even too diluted, but let's see. Let's see what it's like. Pick it up on the floor. Give it a nice mix. Give it a nice mix. I fear that I put too much of the other ones. This is already a spray color. Maybe it didn't need to be so diluted. Maybe it's okay. Let's give it a try. You never know still when you squeeze it through the airbrush. So the only way to find out is to spray it out. It doesn't really rhyme because it's the same word out and out. But yeah, nice color. It's got a nice color to it. Let's try a little bit. See what it's like. Can be a light from the front as well. Forget about that one. This one can be at the back. No, actually it's alright. Yeah, it's good. It's good. So yeah, I'm gonna put the mask on and I'll see you on the other side. So here are the pieces spray painting the Arctic blue, metal blue, just out of the dehydrator. It looks alright. It looks nice shine to it. Maybe it's a bit dark. Maybe will come out better on top of the white primer, but I haven't got gloss white primer, so maybe next time. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna paint with the brush quick shine on top of it and give it a hard coat, very thin, so thin that any excess drops I'm gonna blow them away with the airbrush, just with air. So I put already some in here, and I'm gonna be very generous with applying this. It has to be quite liquid, and then whatever is too much, I'm gonna remove it with spraying with the airbrush. So give it a nice wet all around, and this is gonna harden the surface. I mean, this thing is built to be on floors, so you're supposed to walk on them, so it should be strong enough. As you can see, there's a little bit of imperfection and bubbles when I put it on with a brush, but then the moment I go and spray with airbrush, all this is gonna disappear. And the best thing is that once I'm done with this, I can just pour it back in the bottle straight away, because it's not contaminated, it's not dirty, and it's gonna be. I don't need to do that inside really. This could just give more thickness. Maybe problem for when I close the pieces together, but the thing is that this is so thin they shouldn't affect in any way. And hopefully when I put panel liner, the panel liner is gonna be quite freely running around. So yeah, let's put this out of the way for a second, and we're just gonna spread the back first. Just simple spray, not too dry, just to remove these hot bubbles. And then after I've done the back, I'm gonna do the front, which is where all the detail will come up anyway. So yeah, that's the back done. Turn it around, and remove this hot bubbles. This is some idea I came up with when I was doing the Aston Martin DB5, the Goldfinger. It comes out quite clean, so tell me if you like it, or if I've got a better idea how to do it. And yeah, this piece is ready. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it in the dehydrator, stop the camera, put it in the dehydrator, and then do the second bit. There's a little bit of pulling on the side, but that's it. That's it. Well, dry too much. I don't want to get these blemishes here. Let's see what it dries up, what it looks like. So I put in the dehydrator. I'll do the other bit as well. So I think I messed up a bit, because when I sprayed with airbrush to dry up, to remove the excess floor polish from the items, from the sprues, I dried up some bits too much, and then so the coating didn't come even once it finished drying up. What I did to do that a little bit better, I just brushed it again and didn't remove anything and just let it dry on top of the other one, which is a bit better. I guess it's gonna get even better if I do a third coat, but I really don't want to build up any sort of thickness, to avoid the pieces not fitting together properly. So yeah, there's this little blemishes here, you can see in the reflection, which I'm not happy about it. But same again, I paid £7 for this model, and this is an experiment for to learn what to do for a bigger one, more expensive ones. So good, so good. This piece missing. I left it in the dehydrator. I'm gonna get it and put it together safe with the other bit. So far everything. So let me get the other pieces and then we have a look at the instructions. So first thing what to do when you start a new gunpla is get a new blade. Something fell on the floor, it's fine, it's not us, we're safe. Get a new blade ready for doing all your hard work. There are 3 ways to approach a new build of a gunpla. Do it by numerical order, the pieces 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do it by alphabetical order, so first the arms and then the head and then the legs and then the torso, or do it by following instructions, and that's what you're going to do. You're going to follow the instructions. I'm going to show the instructions for you. This is for the extra bits, the wings at the back and the weapons, which some people do first because they're gonna have less pieces hanging around. I'm gonna do the other way around. Oh, that's where you're gonna use the blue. Maybe I should use that. Okay, let's see what's inside this other one and we decide what to do. There's a separation of all the sprues color by color, head, body, as we say, arms, waist, legs. So it should be arms and then body and then head and then legs and then waist and then weapons. So weapons should be the last one in system number 1 and system number 2. By numbers, well, if you follow from the top, same head. If you follow the instructions by sprue, it's all okay. It's all in Japanese, but then it's got something written in English next to it, which is quite convenient. Okay, that's what we do. Start with the head, body. I think I'm gonna follow this. Yeah, start. So I know I'm gonna follow exactly head, body, arms, right arm, left arm, waist, legs, right leg, left leg, and then some color bits, weapons at the end. So yeah, we're gonna follow this one just because it's easier to track back what I've done if I'm missing any bits or anything. So we're gonna do that. To do that, they're gonna tell us find parts, remove the parts. No, so I'm gonna remove. Well, you don't want to follow step by step the construction. I'm gonna remove the bits I need for the head, show them, attach them, and make a video while I'm attaching them. I'll see you in a second. Oh, anyway, just in case you didn't see the other video, which I was doing the unboxing, and it's quite straightforward. As you see, the sprue already removed color by color. Seems to be all in there. Stickers. I'm gonna put the stickers somewhere safe that don't get bent or broken. All the rest looks like is in there. So yeah, I'll see you once I prepare the pieces for the head. Because the sprues have been cut to fit in the box altogether, it's a little bit difficult to find. For example, if I'm looking for a B, this piece here, A1, D1, B8. Looking for B8. No, A1, 7, D1. I don't even know what piece I'm looking for, but if I'm looking for this piece here, D1, I guess it is. The D, the sprue D, there's no names on it. I'm sure it's this piece here, but I can only tell because you see that's the red bits here and the head points at this direction. So Yeah, it's a bit of a help, a bit of a mess, but I'm sure we're gonna survive. Anyway, I'll see you when I got all the pieces ready. Yeah, sort of made up was the order of the sprues. I've just been recomposing this thing, and then I got space. Well done. Then I placed every bit in top of the position on the instructions, and we can see straight away. So 1 on top of 7. It's gonna be right here, I guess. One in front. This is supposed to be. Yeah. 1 on top of 7. That's in there. The B at the front. The B at the front and goes here, I guess. Oh, this is definitely it's not a master grade, is it? First time I do one of these AGs anyway. Oh, it's still amazing, but that goes all the way up there. Okay. Yep. And then we got this white part under, white part under, and then into the groove. Into the groove, into the hole. That's a bit fiddly. I will get it. One sec. Okay, so in the case we may want to shave a little bit this. And that's exactly the moment where you need to do a little retouch with the paint. So I'm going to do a little retouch with the paint here, and then let it dry, make it in, and prepare the pieces for the rest. So same again. I put a tiny bit of glue under this thing because it wasn't really sticking on it, and the yellow to the white wasn't sticking, so just a tiny bit of glue, and I sorted. I prepared the other pieces on top of the instructions so I can put them together. The plastic is quite soft, it comes out quite neat from the sprue. I only need the minimal adjustment just in the case of these blue bits where I have little nubs that where the paint had been scraped on. I'm gonna put them together, see how they show, and then touch it at the end because it's right next to the edge, so I don't want to create any extra thickness. So I'm gonna put them together and then see if it needs an adjustment. So we start with C4, B19, B19. That's this one here, face up. There's a sitting man at the front that goes inside there. Sitting man in the line all the way up there. God, this piece is small. These pieces are small. So if you do that, that should be flush at the bottom, so be higher up. Be higher up has to be. That wouldn't really fit. If I put it there, okay. Yeah. Yeah, Put these in, squeeze it more in this way, more in up there. That's the way it's supposed to be looking. Maybe I get a nice camera break. I get simple set of pliers just to help me pushing in. I go to the top over here, so the hole like that, and goes down. It's supposed to be touching. No, maybe a little bit of mobility. I don't really know. Wow, this is tiny, man. Yeah, it goes a tiny bit more. Yeah, just be a little bit forceful. Okay, so we go there. Then we go A19. That's like that. That's like that. Is going a tiny bit tight because of the paint, I guess, but then yeah, you still need to get the holes lined up properly. So that's it. Yeah, no, that's alright. So even with that paint, because at the end the paint wasn't overly thick. I should commit and make it push it harder together. Oh, it's gonna be a tiny bit of a gap. I don't like that. We need to a part separator. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna carry on with the other pieces. No, I can't, because this goes on top of that. So that being over there, it needs to be tight right now. Okay, so one side, weight. That's it. Hear the click. Put your weight on it. Yeah, it's gone. Perfect. That's perfect. Okay, this is gone. This is gone. This goes on top of here. Is it gonna? This is gonna be that and that, and then we squeeze it in. Squeeze it in. It's supposed to go all the way in. All the way in. But the back is okay. The front needs to go in a little bit more. So what we're gonna do, maybe the screwdriver, maybe put the front bit first. If you put the front bit first, lining up this gap. This and this, yeah, this is a tiny bit bent. So we need to line it up here and here. And once it's lined up, we can do the back. Yeah, makes more sense. And that's it. Satisfying click again. That's it, spotless. Okay, we got that. Then we go 14, B14 at the top over here. This needs to be all the way in as well. How are we gonna do this? First, top of the front first, and then slide the back, I guess, from the back towards the front. That's the way to do it, from back to the front, then tuck in the bottom bit. No, that didn't work. So tuck in the front. So you see it's got the little lid. So has to be very tight. Oh, we good. What are we doing? That slides. That goes under, maybe. Maybe goes under. Do that. In these instructions, it shows it like putting from the top, but really, okay, now the front is in. We need to just press on the back, and we know the back. We just, this would have been easier to do it without, before attaching these two bits together, but hey, that's in there. It's literally this little bit here. If I could just remove a tiny bit of this and a tiny bit of that, just enough to squeeze it in. That's it, and that's done. See, just it's all about the paint. I mean, I guess the piece normally would fit, fit great, just because of the I got the extra bit of paint. So we got this here, and it needs to have the nip at the front and the hole at the back, which is pretty much like this. That's sorted. Then we got this one, that's the back. That's it. That's this sorted. Let's squeeze it in, because yeah, that's inserted. And then we got the yellow Evans. Right side, left side. And that's how far as it goes, I guess. Can we push it in a little bit more? No, that's it. That's it. Okay, that's done. Then we got the bottom assembly. A1 in the middle, which is this, facing this way. Holding that. Same goes for this side. Hold. Okay, let's do this one fit probably first, and then we squeeze in the other one. Okay, this is fit probably. This one, same again. That goes in that, that goes in that. Wiggle it a bit. Wiggle it, wiggle it, wiggle it a bit. And that goes under there. Click, click, done. That's it. Honestly, that will do. Little bit of paint there is going to be very easy. Good thing I left it for now because it's very easy to do it now. There we go, 17 and 16. 17, 16 first this way, 17 it's going to shape. There's a little bit of extra mold in here. I see under the light. Extra mold. That's sorted. So this is facing me and this is facing the back. So that would be like that. Put together. And that goes inside here. Any particular? Yes. So if that's this way, I guess this goes like that. That's it, done. Same goes for this one here. This one on the shoulder, attaches at the bottom. Could go further in. Yes, it does. Just yeah, mid the scissor and push it in. On the back of these we attach the these one first. No, this one first. This one first. 1 and 2. We go one hole in there, one hole in there. Squeeze it in. Now we got this one with the that's supposed to go in there like that. Yeah, I see it happening. I see it happening. That's good. That's good. We know where we are. There we go. 12, which is this one. 12 with top bottom like this. And the opposite way goes for this one here. So it's gonna be top 12 9, 12 9 solid. That's it. And we got this there. So that's done. And I'm gonna put a bit under the light. I'm gonna now prepare the next pieces. I'll come back to you in 2 seconds. Same again, I prepared the pieces. I also did a tiny bit of panel lining. It's easy to do it now that after it's done. I'll just use a Gundam marker, rub it off with a finger. If worst case scenario, just a little bit of zip lighter. And it's not exactly on top of the position because we need to do 2 sets of arms. So we go one and one more, and then 1 and 1 more. And this is something still from the previous piece. So it's gonna be 1 2 3 4. How's it go 2 3 4? How's it go 1? Oh yeah. Oh no, B2 goes on top of these with the facing that way, facing this way. Goes only one direction. There you go, we got that. And we got this one that fits snugly in there. Yep. Yeah, we got this. And these would be on this one here. That would be inserted in here. Really? That's a bit loose in here. Okay. I don't really like it. I would put it the other way around. Really? Okay, it goes this way. Okay, it's a bit loose. I guess it's a sort of thingy. Okay, so that's no. What am I doing? What am I? Oh, because they want me to attach these two first. So that's with that, that's with that. Okay, this go, and then we do the at the end. Okay, so let's do this straightforward, and then we say this goes in. Oh, that. Okay, well, even here, there's a tiny bit of panel lining already inside the bits. See better with the light. So yeah, I was lucky to manage to reach the places I needed to reach. So I did a tiny bit of blue where it was rubbing off, where it was under the connections. So that's done. Even did a tiny bit of the face, the mask, the head. That's it. As I said, this build is an easy build. Of course, with a GUNDAM marker, is thick. It's good for an MG, but on a high grade, the line are gonna come a little bit thick. So just make sure you rub it off as much as possible, and you'll be alright. Now, what we're gonna do with this? We go one that goes this way, with this one that goes inside any direction, like that. There at the front, 1 and 2. So that's done. Same again. We repeat the same thing. It's not even symmetric. It's exactly the same piece. There's no way to get a mistake on this one. So we go there, we go there. Large and small, small and large. And that's it. And since I'm here, I'm gonna just do this line with the black, because it wasn't showing up earlier. That's it. That's all you need, really. I didn't even get, because normally I'm using this to get the precision, and then this wasn't really in the line where it's supposed to be. So we're going now. So we got 2 of these ones. Close the GUNDAM marker before it dries up, and then we got 3 pieces, stampy short, facing this way. Middle circle thingy is this one here, facing this way. Got that B11 from top to bottom. No, I don't like this. This should be this way, in my opinion. My opinion should be this way. Well, no. I made sure. Okay. I know where we are, because I'm doing the other one. So it's gonna be like this then. It's gonna be like this, yeah. And this goes at the bottom bit here. One inside here, one inside here, and one inside here. Yeah, we got that done. Same again. Make sure it moves. It does move. Same goes for this one here. Last one. Short, stamp it. Yeah, because I was doing the opposite way around. That's alright. That's so good. Right up to upside down. So facing the other way, facing this. Ooh, no. This one facing this way. No, I've got with a hole in it. With a hole in it, that's one. Stamp it at the top. These are the bottom 1, 2, and 3. Oh, actually these ones are exactly the same as well. I thought it would have been opposite, but no. Yeah, no, there. But then you go, oh, hang on a second. Let's make sure I got it right. So, top. Not sure. Because, so, where the thing is sticking out, they want the lower bit, which is exactly, yeah, that's exactly what we, no, that's not. So on this side, line on the side, line on the side. I know what we're done. I know what we're done. So let's, these two lines needs to be on the same side, this and this. So on this one here is on opposite side, which we're gonna fix it straight away. Remove this, flick it over, put it back on. You see, they show you the line for this one, but actually what they should tell you is this line and this line on the same side, which I should have noticed, but it's alright. We got it, no big deal, no big deal. So we got that, with the line on this side, a long bit on this side, that's like that, long bit on this side, and that's like that. Good thing I've eaten lots of Kinder Surprise when I was a kid, so I know exactly what to do in cases like this. And that's the latest bits for the upper arms. We come back in 1 second. Same again, now we're ready for the lower part of the arms. Same again, prepare the pieces, and let's see what we get. Might only be more light. So that's the one we had. That's one we prepared earlier. It's gonna be all the way down there, opening on the back. Then we go this one. This doesn't really matter which way. This way or that way, that's the same. Then we go that goes down here, and this sideways. I'm doing a speed build now. Look at that. Wow, amazing. Then this goes underneath. the hand on the hand inside the fist, like a cover at the back. Much better this one than the stupid posable ones in the master grades that fall apart every time you use them. So that goes in there, and the shoulder goes on top this way. How does it fit here? Okay. Does it click somehow? Or it goes only... It should click somehow. Go down here, down here. Yeah, it does click. On one side. And it should click the other side as well. That's it, very satisfying. So that's one done. And that's going to be the same for this one here. Let's get the other arm with the line at the back. The line at the back, this goes up here straight forward, that goes up here. So once we got B5 A2 26, ooh, I missed this one. A2 26, what we have? A2, this one here, I missed it for a matter of seconds. This piece is separate very easily. Let's put it on, and then I'm gonna, actually it does not even need for a paint, maybe just a tiny bit here. For the rest is good, tiny bit here maybe, little bit. I'll put it on, and then I'll give you a little paint once it's finished. So this goes all the way up. That's the hole in there. Okay, so if it goes like that, I'll rather give the liquid paint now. I should have locked it. It wasn't twisted properly, but that's easy. It didn't even need it. I mean, I'm just doing extra. There was no really need for that. But just to show you that how easy it is to do the final adjustment on the sprue marks. So okay, so we leave that for later. Have to dry it up a couple of minutes. There we insert this one. So this is facing that way, this is facing this way, and that goes in. That goes in like that, and this goes in like that. These are the bottom. Punch in the face. This is tighter than the other one. How is it? Left arm. Must be left-handed. He's got a stronger grip on the left. Yeah, because the shape is not the same inside. F, you know it is. It's just that. Need to squeeze it a bit. Okay, we got it. Just be it. So wait for that. This could be even ready, you know. It's literally a spit of paint. That's it. One in there. This underneath. This bit here. This is a bit tight as well. Let's have it. That's it. That's like that. Let's put this one back on. And the Fist of Fury. And that's it. Oh no, we need a shoulder. Shoulder pad. Where's the shoulder pad? Should have been up here. They're well up here. Well, I'll find it. Ah, there it is. Click it in. So if this one is like that, the shoulder goes like that. 1 and 2. Here you go. Perfect. Done. I'll see you on the other page. And finally we start seeing head first of all. I would put the head at the very end really. But okay. Another satisfying click. Can't deny it's quite the noise it makes. It's quite professional. I didn't expect it to be that. Yeah. And now we're starting having okay. That's not too bad really. It's not too bad. Let's do what needs to be tiny bit on the asset. Okay. So that's done, that's done, that's done. Then we got this one here that gets the belt right in there. Yep. That's always the best bit, to put the yellow inside the red. Always so pleasing. And then we do the same thing at the back, which is gonna be like that. 1 and 2. Click it together. Yep. This goes at the back, these two here. I've been putting probably more panel lines than I needed to because I didn't know which ones I would have covered, but honestly I'd rather put a couple of lines, too many at the start, than having to find the silly bit in the middle at the end. So that's the crotch guard. That's it. That's a thing of beauty. Wow. Okay. And moves as well. Perfect. So feel like that's absolutely a thing of beauty. Wow. Okay. Well, let's start with the legs now. And now we can proceed in building the feet. This first of all. So that goes inside this thing. One for this, one for the right, and one for the left. Then we got the yellow thing that goes under the foot here. Yeah. So like that. Yeah, it should be like that. Yeah, push it in a little bit. And the same again for this one here. That goes in there. Are you little fiddly thing? the other one was, oh, yeah, that's it. Push it in, even more. I would say push it in from the top like this. I mean from the bottom, but the bottom at the top. Yeah, that's flush. That's good. So that's done. The game is a foot, and the foot is a game. One here, and one here. Push it in, push it in. Yeah, maybe even a tiny bit more. Yeah, just need to put all the weight because of the extra paint. Okay, so we got that, and now this one is symmetric. I think doesn't matter which way, right or left. Oh, and that, and one there. We got that. Oh, let's go sideways there. Well, I like it. Let's go. Nice freedom of movement. So now the 27, let's say that goes up there into the 22, which is this. So this goes in there, and then you attach it to this one here. Well, and same goes for this one. Goes in there. And then inside here. Then one this way. And the other one, I guess, is gonna go the other way around. So that's the back, that's the inside. So this is gonna go like this. That's it. Wow. Now we got that. And now we can turn page. So same again, I put all the pieces on top of the respective positions on the instruction, and we're gonna assemble it. I did a tiny bit of painting on this thing, panel lining, looks better, and so I also did the previous ones on the pieces I've done already. Even the fit, like the little line on the side, and little bit, just these 4 little things. I don't want it to be overcrowded at the bottom, so that's, I think that's enough. If it was a bigger 1 to 100 maybe, yeah, but on this scale I think it's enough. Do a little bit the engine on here as well. Little details here, little bit over here, and for the engines, yeah, of course I did the inside of these ones as well. Probably can't really see it, but yeah. So let's proceed and put this thing together. Should be straightforward. 1 and 2 on top of each other. This and this. Close it tight. Okay, we got that. Once we got that, this goes on front, so this is facing this way, and we're gonna get this attached to it. 1 and 2. So make sure this one is tight, this one is tight, yeah, well pressed in. Got the once this one is done, we insert this thing here, like this. It should be like this, but it should go down a little bit further in, which I don't want to force it. I want to make sure it's the right one. Yeah, so that slides there. That should be inside the thingy. Should be coming down a little bit more as it clicks into place. Perfect. There we go. Which is which? Facing this way, this way. That goes in here. That goes on the other side. You need to be careful with this little blade here, because I was touching earlier, nearly broke one. Good thing I managed to fix it before it was too late. But yeah, when you press on it, make sure you don't put weight on the wrong side of it. Yeah, that's it. I clicked in. Okay, yeah, we're happy with it. Oh, looks nice. It looks nice. Maybe a tiny bit more here. No, that's it. Perfect. We got this one, foot. The game is a foot, and the foot goes in the game. Face up. Yeah, face up this way. Oh, you motherfucker. And now go back in there. So okay, that was done probably, but this should be more down there. Yeah, you stay down there, don't move, and then this one. This is a bit loose. I'm supposed to stick it in further. That's it, and it clicks. Satisfying clicks everywhere. I like it. So we got this. This goes at the back, covering. How does it go? With the clip on the way up. On the way up here, and no, we need this one first. We need this. This goes in. So this goes at the front. Hold on a second. It's the fit. So it's supposed to. How does it fit it? There's no blade. I mean, there's a little thing here. Does it look like? Okay, yeah, because you leave the space in between. Okay, don't close it completely. Leave it like that. That goes in there. Clicked. And this goes on top like this. That's it. Oh, I like it. Yeah, with the articulation and everything. Yeah, that's good. That's very good. Love it. Cool. And then we go the cover at the back for the jet. Yep, that's it. And that's the leg sorted. We're gonna do the other leg in the same movement and off camera, and then I come back to you after we got the new sequence ready. And here we are for the very last bits of the main body. I'm gonna do the weapons after. So we need to put this thing this way inside here, and that's one down, and then the other one straight forward. This goes in there. Then legs. So that's the front legs. One here. One here. Side skirt. One here. And and one here. And that's that. And then the main body goes on top. Wow, that's it. And that's it, finished. Perfect. Well, we only need this thing here. What I'm gonna do, this thing, I'm gonna put it on, glue it in, because it's not like I'm gonna ever gonna remove it. So I'm gonna glue it in, and here it is. The joints are quite nice and stiff, and we can pose it in any position we want. That's very stable. Looks like you can take any position you want to give it to it. So yes, cool. Okay, let's go and proceed building all the weapons. So here we are with the last part of the weapons for the actual Gundam, and then we're gonna proceed and do the fin funnels or whatever they call it. So for this one, straightforward, I just put a little bit of a color, a bit of silver, a bit of red, metallic red. Funny enough, the sticker for the shield was missing a piece, came out of the box like that. I don't know why, but that's what you get buying third party, I guess. And the one over here was okay, just this one is missing. Well, what can you do? But anyway, it's straightforward. One piece on top of each other, connect. Yeah, the proper direction, of course. Yeah, everything clicks into place. It's not as satisfying as the other pieces in the mobile suit, but it's still a solid connection. So we got that, got these on top, and it's gonna be down here. Oh, that's curious. Okay, so that goes all the way there, all the way there, all the way in there. It seems to me that these, oh, there must be a misprint. This piece is supposed to be a hole. It's not a hole. Why is this sticking out like that? This little piece shouldn't be there. Okay, we chop it off. Open it, chop it off. Make some space, and then reconnect it again. Oh, that's weird. That's very weird. Okay, let's do it off camera before I break it. Well, I sorted just to cut it off. It was basically a misprint. I just cut it off. It looks nice. Yeah, we got that. So that's done. we do the shield attachment, which is gonna be a little bit of a hit and miss to get it right. Are we doing this probably, or is it going more up there? What are we looking at? We're looking at this to be here. Okay, that should be, that's it, that's in there, that's clicked, and these of course goes in here. Perfect. And it seems to fit. Good. Good fit, good catch. Yeah, I did put the blade handle here. I realized I only have one blade handle, so this is gonna be the same they're gonna use for the swords. I have two. I have two, and we see what we're gonna do, because that's supposed to be another. This is more like a laser. This is more like a saber pointy thing, and on the instructions doesn't really tell which one you're supposed to where. So yeah, it's not even in the set of weapons. Oh, this one's here, so maybe it's with the shields. See, stickers only them ones. Okay, let's proceed and do wingsy funnel thingsy, and see how we can mess up this thing. And finally, here we are doing all the accessories. The first saber, the one connected to the thing at the back, it comes with a bladey things and then the bit under. I won't even bother. I'd rather leave this one attached on the side. It looks better, so that's done, out of the way. Then we got this RPG rocket thingy. All we need to do, I just put a tiny bit of a shiny metallic red on the edges, and we need to attach the rockets in the middle. That's it, straightforward. I put a tiny bit of silver and red on the outside as well, and that should be straightforward. Well, with the paint is a bit tight. It's a bit tight with the paint, but we can do it. Just be strong. That's it. Nice satisfying click as usual. That's it, no gaps. Just a tiny bit here, tiny bit harder. That's it, done, sorted. That looks brilliant. Then on this one we need to attach, we need to do the rocket launcher thingy. Rocket launcher thingy, same again, bit of silver, bit of red. Panel lines gives that little bit of depth. Click it in. Well, get it right first and then click it in. It doesn't really has it. What I learned with this thing, you just need to be firm. That's it. This is with the pot underneath. Okay, silvery. Got a bit of silver there. Maybe a little bit. I say click at the front. Silver on silver. That should fit like a beauty. Yeah. Maybe even a tiny bit more. Does it go? No, that's it. Let's see, was it years old touchy anyway? Maybe tiny. Yeah, that's it. That's good. Handle grip thingy. Handle grip thingy that goes in here. Facing. Handle grip thingy. No. That's it. Foldable. It's quite nice. Maybe I'll give you some silver laser on down here. No need at the moment. And that sits on top of the. See if we can do a tiny bit tighter on this. Yeah, of course we can. This sits on top of that, so they should be sliding right through the 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if it slides. If not, I might have to. No, perfect. Wow, this is micron perfect. Yeah, that's it. So this is sorted. Now I need to build 6 of these attachments for the what do you call it, fins or the back shields. I don't even know what they're supposed to be doing, but 6 of what I did, I just put a tiny bit of a null oil in the middle here to make it give a little bit of depth. And also we starting preparing the fins. Be careful of the numbers, because as you see, you have 1, of course go together, but 1 is the bottom blades, and then top blades is like number 2, number 3, number 4, and then you need to do 2 of these ones, 2 of these ones, and 2 of these ones. So I'm gonna follow step by step and showing you the tedious build up system. There's a tiny stickers to go over here, and also there's gonna be a connection in the middle somewhere on the top bits, so we're gonna do that. What I've done after I was cutting the little blemishes, I just put a tiny bit of blue to cover the scratches. We should be on. So I'm gonna prepare all this bit, and then we're gonna go next page to the assembly. After a little bit of my head scratching, I managed to build these things here. The funnels. The head scratching is due to the fact that if by any chance you mix some of them whites between them, you may lose track of it. And then I ended up finding out the E1, 2 and the E1, 3 were actually the same pieces, and same goes for the G1, 2, I mean the F1, 3 and the F1, 2, which they could have connected the 2 to the 2 and the 3 to the 3. It would have been the same. This one, the E14 F15, you cannot get it wrong because he hasn't got the swivel bits at the back. It's just got a connection, and I left all these connecting swivel things outside because they are a bit tight, and it's gonna be easier for me from outside to rotate and push them in. So I prefer to do it this way. So I got 2 number 8s, 2 number 9s, and 2 number 10s. If you ever lose track of it, you may have a look on the other side of the instructions, and there's it shows that number 8 is gonna have a connection, rotating connection and white seam. and the number 9 is gonna have a white line in the middle, and number 10 is gonna be exactly the same as number 8, as you can tell. So white line on the bottom, connection on the top, just to show you. There's a number 10, there's a number 8, and they are exactly the same. But yeah, also the only difference that you get is that on the number 8 and number 9 you have this gap cutting that can slot inside this thing. So I don't know how this is gonna play out, but hopefully it will. Possibly to put it more inside or outside of the Gundam. So now I'm gonna proceed and connect them in a fan as they are, and then let's see what's the final result. But yeah, follow instructions step by step. Don't worry about the Japanese bits because they don't say much really. I'll translate it with the Google Translate. Doesn't make much difference if you know what's in there. Well, see you in a minute. Well, happy to report that everything was smoothly. Everything is the way it's supposed to be. And this was out. I just twisted it back in. And so you have connectable points. One, so number 2, number 3, 4, and 5. I don't see the point. I mean, number 2, number 4, 5, and 6. I don't see the point of 5 and 6 because it's gonna be all the way down here. I guess if you want to keep it at the back, like facing that way. But yeah, the way it looks, the way it shows in the box, it's connected on number 2. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do after we put the arm back on. So we connect it on number 2. And that's all sorted. So I'm gonna take out the rotating base and put it on a base and give you a final reveal. Here it is in the pose standing. I'm not regular posing anyway, but you can see the details. Forgot there's a little base that came in the kit as well. So this third party, not only they give you all the extra weapons and the funnel, but they also give you the base. It's not the sturdy when you stick it up his bum, sort of his pants come open and falls up. But yeah, let's do a couple of zoom ins and maybe change position. Now you see the metal. I've been moving the lights a little bit. See a little bit more of the blue metal color. But yeah, quite happy with it. As I say, there's a lazy way of doing it. More details at the bottom, and some extra metal bits that we've been doing. Maybe the light doesn't catch all the really that metal reflections from this side. Maybe you can see more of the metal reflections from this side. But yeah, let's put the funnels on and have another position if I can manage to do it. Of course, with the funnel, the weight shift all on one side. I'm not too happy with the base, and if I put it to stand on his feet, the weight of the funnel is just too strong. But you can see the back of the funnel. You see this, all these things are foldables, so you can put them up and down, open and close, and put them in any position you want. Now there looks like a nice reflection for the lights. Let's see if I can get zoom in. You can see better the way this thing twists back and forth, and how you can deploy them, open them, or move them sideways, which I think is quite cool. With more details on the legs. Yeah, you can see the metal color. Quite happy. As you see, just being lazy. Don't forget we got the other swords as well, if we want to use them. But yeah, I'd rather leave it with this rocket launcher and rifle. That's a detail, very close. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you had fun, you didn't get too bored, and I'm gonna see you soon for my next build. I got something special. In the oven ready. Some details to the knees. Quite happy with the knees, the way they come out. But yeah, I think I need to buy enamel paints to have even a better result. I will see you next time. But anyway, same again. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your patience and your support. If you press the like button, it means a lot. If you don't, you can press it next time. So that means I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.